Hello, and welcome to Silver City Community Theater Radio Hour. It's right here, right now, on Gila Membris Community Radio, KURU 89.1 FM, Silver City, New Mexico, and online at gmcr.org. Hello, if we haven't met, I'm Wendy Spurgeon, and I'm your hostess here with weekly radio theater entertainment, meticulously edited by Chris Wellman of Mystic Way Productions, and featuring the fresh, locally sourced talent of Silver City Community Theater and beyond. We are having such a great time. Last week, we enjoyed the Father's Day episode with the father-daughter team, Dan and Ella Jameson, in The Enchanted Forest. And we also enjoyed the pilot episode of Father Knows Best. And hey, if you're just finding out about our weekly show right now, or if you'd like to hear any of these great episodes again, you can catch the replays here. Go to gmcr.org/shows/Silver City Community Theater Radio Hour. I'm going to say that again. That's a lot. Maybe you want to write it down. It's gmcr.org/shows/ and then you want hyphens in between these next words. Silver hyphen, city hyphen, community hyphen, theater hyphen, radio hyphen, hour / But the good news is that you are here just in time to catch today's show. Yay, hooray! This is a good one. They're all really good, in my opinion, right? Season 1, Episode 9, Silver City Community Theater Radio Hour presents A Summer Romance, another 5-minute mystery, The Murder of Mrs. Brooks, and Rendezvous with Tomorrow. So let me share a little bit of history, radio history with you. The Kraft Music Hall was a popular old-time radio variety program featuring top show business entertainers. It aired first on NBC Radio from 1933 to 1949. And on May 24th, 1934, the Kraft Music Hall presented A Summer Romance, starring Lee Wiley as Peggy, the singing telephone operator, featuring the song If I Love Again by Ben Oakland. So this song, If I Love Again, which had lyrics by Jack Murray, it was performed by Anita O'Day in the 1960 album Incomparable, and also by Barbra Streisand in the 1975 film Funny Lady. And it was written for the 1933 musical Hold Your Horses. And our star, Lee Wiley, was an American jazz singer during the 1930s, 1940s, and 1950s. Wiley was born in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. At 15, she left home to pursue a singing career, singing on New York City radio stations. Her career was interrupted by a fall while horseback riding. She suffered temporary blindness but recovered. At the age of 19, she was a member of the Leo Reisman Orchestra, with whom, in 1931, she recorded 3 songs: Take It From Me, Time on My Hands, and her composition, Got the South in My Soul. Wiley began her radio career on KVOO in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She sang on the Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt program in 1932 and was featured on Victor Young's radio show in 1933. From June 10th, 1936 until September 2nd, 1936, she had her own show, Lee Wiley. Now, in our SCCT Radio Hour rendition of A Summer Romance, we are blessed to be able to feature our very own gay rock in the Lee Wiley role of Peggy the Singing Telephone Operator. Supporting her performance, we have Greg Bond as our Craft Music Hall host, Marianne Marlar as our announcer with a brilliant Miracle Whip commercial. We've got Liz Michaels as Mabel, another telephone operator, and Mel Gelb as David, the wealthy boyfriend. A Summer Romance, it captures the poignancy of a first love lost experience, highlighted by the song If I Love Again. This local cast just does an amazing job, and our editor, Chris Wellman, does a fantastic job blending all of these elements together. And you're hearing it here on Gila Membres Community Radio, KURU 89.1 FM, Silver City, New Mexico, and online at gmcr.org. So let's kick off our Sunday stories with A Summer Romance, starring gay rock.
As Ramona and the cast acknowledge the applause, Ms. Claney steps forward to make an introduction.
Well, no, Mr. Taylor. Miracle Whip was introduced, and only a short time ago at that. Yet today, it's America's favorite salad dressing, the favorite of millions of men and women. Why? Because it's so delicious. Because it's so good. Miracle Whip is not too bland, nor too sharp, nor too oily. It has a just right taste all its own, familiar, yet entirely new. For Miracle Whip is an exclusive combination of the fine ingredients of the finest mayonnaise and truly old-fashioned boiled dressing, whipped to a fluffy smoothness, so creamy, so delicious. Hundreds of thousands, millions of women are using Miracle Whip salad dressing, created by Kraft. Many have told us they prefer it to mayonnaise, and yet it actually costs less. Regardless of price, however, they tell us they would still prefer Miracle Whip. You'll enjoy your favorite salad more than ever with Miracle Whip. Try it. Get a jar from your grocer or at your market first thing tomorrow morning.
Still be you.
Now we present Lee Wiley in a dramatic sketch entitled A Summer Romance. The scene is the lobby of a fashionable seashore resort hotel. The time, an evening early in September. Miss Wiley plays the part of Peggy Lynn, the hotel's switchboard operator, who is just getting ready to quit the day shift and turn over her plugs and earphones to Mabel, the night operator. As the curtain rises, Peggy is stage center at the switchboard behind the information desk.
Hello? Hello? Seacrest Hotel. One moment, please. Seacrest Hotel. That line is busy, sir. Thank you. Yes, madam, you are connected. Oh, hello, Mabel.
Come on, Peggy, take off those earphones and let little Mabel take the board.
I thought you'd never get here.
Oh, yeah? I'm 5 minutes ahead of time, sweetheart. Oh, and there's a swell moon on the water, and I have to work. Just my luck. Oh, you're all dressed up. Date with the boyfriend, Peg?
You guessed it. And I have a feeling this is going to be my last night on the job.
Last night on the job? Well, what do you mean, Peg? You won't be here tomorrow morning?
No more 6 o'clock reliefs. No more switchboards. No more foolish questions. No more wrong numbers. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be on my way to New York.
Well, how come, darling? Don't tell me it's love.
Yes, this is my first real love affair, Mabel.
Go on. These summer romances don't last beyond September as a rule.
But ours will. Ours will last forever.
That's a long stretch, dearie.
Oh, but he's the sweetest, most adorable boy in the world, and I do love him. I don't care who knows it.
Gee, you've been bitten hard. Hey, how long has this been going on, Ducky?
Since the beginning of the month.
Ah, now listen, Peggy. You're a sweet kid, and I hope he's the right one for you. But you're just a telephone operator in a big hotel, and these summer Romeos sometimes get the idea that we're part of the amusements.
But not David. He's not that kind. Oh, he's honest and serious and ambitious. He just graduated from college, and he's going in his father's business in the fall.
Yeah, but are you sure he loves you?
Of course. He's practically told me that he loves me.
It's always wise to get it in writing, honey.
And tomorrow he's going home, so tonight is going to be the night.
I see. Well, drop in before you leave and say goodbye. And Peg, I wish you luck. Oh, Hotel Seacrest? Yes, madam. One moment, please. Hey, Peg, there's your boyfriend coming in the lobby, all dressed up like a sore finger.
Oh, do I look all right, Mabel?
Like a bride, dearie, like a bride.
I'll have to be going. Goodbye, dear.
Peggy?
Coming, David.
I guess I'm a few minutes late, but oh, you look sweet, honey.
Like me?
Do I?
Just as I am?
Just as you are. It's a wonderful night, and it's going to be ours. Every last minute of it. I thought we'd drive out to Wendell's on the Point for supper. Then we could dance or sit on the pier and watch the moon. Come on, Peg, let's go. Nice out here on the pier, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely. That golden path on the water and the surf, gentle and regular like a giant heartbeat.
I wish it could always be like that, Peg. But now, I've got to buckle down to work, start my career.
Well, you needn't look so worried about it. Why, you're lucky to have a career to buckle down to. What's wrong, David? You act so strangely tonight.
Well, having a career means putting aside your own private hopes and ambitions, following the pattern that's expected of you, so that the big things that really matter will go on.
I always thought the things that really mattered to people were their own private hopes and ambitions.
Only it doesn't work out that way, Peg. That's why I wanted to take this last night of the summer to try to make you understand.
But understand what, David?
You probably heard me speak of Lucille Chadwick. She just come home from Europe. We grew up together, and her father's my father's partner in the business, and it's sort of been expected that someday we'd, Peg, I don't want to hurt you.
Hurt me? David?
I wanted to spare you the shock, that's all. You might see it in the papers that we're engaged.
Engaged?
Peg, please don't look so...
Go on, David. Say it. Don't torture me by saying only part of it. Please tell me.
Well, that's all part of the heartbreak of putting aside my own hopes and ambitions for the sake of that thing they call a career. We're going to be married in the fall. Peg, please don't cry.
Oh, don't. Don't put your arms around me. I can't stand that, David. But I'm not crying. What made you think I was crying? And you don't have to try so hard to say any more. I understand.
You do, dear?
Of course I do. I knew this glorious summer had to come to an end. I'm only sorry it had to end on a night like this. I know you have your career and all the things that really matter. And I know I'm just somebody to dance with, somebody to make your vacation amusing.
Peg, that isn't fair.
Fair? I hope you don't think I took it seriously. I hope you don't think I believed all the sweet and tender things you've said. I hope you didn't think I was just some silly girl romancing about her first love affair. I hope you didn't think I loved you.
Peg, listen to me.
No, don't say any more, David. I'm so glad the summer's over. Leave me alone, please. Leave me by myself. Say only goodbye.
Goodbye, Peg. I'm sorry, but goodbye.
If I love again, though it's someone new, if I love again, it will still be you.
Seacrest Hotel, good morning. Number, please. Oh, yes, sir. It's 5 minutes of 6. A coffee shop opens at 6:30. You're welcome. Seacrest Hotel? Oh, hello, Peggy.
Good morning, Mabel.
Well, what are you doing up so early? Why, I thought you'd be packing your... Well, what's the matter, Peg? Oh, come on now. Here, sit down. You've been crying.
I'll take the earphones. I guess you were right. I'm just a telephone operator, and the summer always comes to an end.
Oh, never you mind, darling. There'll be other summers and other loves. There always are.
I know, but the first is always so...
Yeah, I know. So hard to forget. But you'll forget, Peg.
No, I'll never forget. Never.
Great work, and thank you, Gay, Greg, Marianne, Liz, and Mel. An extra special thanks to Chris Wellman of Mystic Way Productions for audio engineering these Zoom recordings and transforming them into great radio play entertainment each week. Literally, we could not do this without you. Thank you, Chris Wellman. And if you're just tuning in, you are listening to Silver City Community Theater Radio Hour right here on Gila Membris Community Radio. KURU 89.1 FM, Silver City, New Mexico. Online at gmcr.org, a voice and a choice for Southwest New Mexico. Next up, we have another 5-minute mystery, a syndicated series that became available beginning in the late 1940s to radio stations with 5 minutes to spare. The format invited the listener to solve the mystery during the final commercial and test their judgment against the detective or the cop on the case. And this one is called The Murder of Mrs. Brooks. This one features Shelley Chase as our announcer, Greg Bond as Jim, Marianne Marlar as Alice, Doug Abbott as the policeman, and Mary Barrett pipes in with a fluffed commercial. You are going to love this new for us segment, an interlude, if you will, The Murder of Mrs. Brooks.
Another 5-minute mystery. See if you can solve the case before the end of the program.
Well, Alice, one more block and you'll behold the Brooks household.
2 whole years, Jim. It just doesn't seem possible it's been so long. You and Dorothy married and with a place of your own?
It's true, all right. Only too bad you haven't taken advantage of the old Brooks hospitality sooner.
Well, I'm here now, and I intend on having a perfectly wonderful time.
Now, here we are.
Oh, what a charming place this is.
Dorothy's probably on needles and pins waiting for me to get you here. Darling, it's Jim. Here's Alice.
Jim, look.
What? Where?
There on the living room floor. It's Dorothy. Dead.
Mr. Brooks, I'm afraid you and Miss Manning will have to submit to some routine questions.
I'll be happy to help in any way I can, Inspector.
Thank you, Miss Manning. Now, Mr. Brooks, while we're waiting for some information I phoned for, I want you to tell me exactly what happened this morning.
There's nothing much to tell. Both my wife and I were quite excited, expecting Alice, that is, Miss Manning here, to visit us from Chicago. I was to wait until she called me at the office.
And you were there all morning?
Yes, until Miss Manning's train arrived and we came out here.
I had written Mrs. Brooks to tell her that I would call Jim at the office as soon as I arrived. The train was an hour late. Maybe if it had been here earlier, it might have prevented this.
Well, that remains to be seen. Apparently, Mrs. Brooks was sitting here in this chair, putting red polish on her fingernails, when she was shot from behind. The polish is spilled all over the carpet, and she was still holding the tiny brush in her hand. She must have recognized her attacker, and since she did not die instantly, she printed these 3 initials here on the floor with the polish. D-O-C.
D-O-C. I wish we could tell whose initials she was trying to reveal.
You're sure you don't know anyone whose name would fit that?
Positive. I can't.
Yes, Miss Manning? Can you think of somebody with those initials?
Well, I DOC spells Doc, and it's Mr. Brooks's nickname.
Why, it can't be.
Yes, Mr. Brooks.
I haven't been called Doc for over 2 years. It was a nickname I picked up in school. My wife didn't like the name and never used it. No one in New York even knows me by Doc. You got to believe me, Inspector. It's the truth.
Well, that we'll see. Just a minute. Hello? Yes, Grady. Yes. I see. Well, it's sewed up anyway. Thanks. Well, you both will be happy to know our little murder is solved.
Oh, then it wasn't Doc after all.
No, Miss Manning, it wasn't Doc. I'm arresting you, Miss Manning, for the murder of Dorothy Brooks.
Why did the inspector arrest Miss Manning for the murder of Mrs. Brooks? In a moment, we'll hear. But first, this.
Ladies, it's the world's finest care for your nice washables. Yes, I mean Fluffed. Fluffed gives brighter, fresher, safer cleaning than any other previous suds in history. With nightly Fluffed, washing stockings look lovelier and wear longer. And new woolens, Fluffed washes them softer and fluffier than even expensive soap flakes. The reason is Fluffed leaves no dulling soap deposits in fabrics to spoil their beauty. Fluffed suds rinse clean and clear. No wonder Fluffed is the country's largest selling brand for washing silks, nylons, woolens, dishes. Get that bright green package and see for yourself. Sure, don't get left, get Fluffed.
And now, back to our story.
How dare you arrest me? I was still on the train.
Your train wasn't late, Miss Manning. That phone call just verified the fact. You came out here, murdered Mrs. Brooks, returned to the station, and called Mr. Brooks to pick you up. That wasn't what really gave you away, though, Miss Manning. Too bad you didn't know Mr. Brooks was no longer called Doc when you printed those letters on the carpet. The next time you leave a name as a clue to throw suspicion, you'd better get the name right. But, of course, there won't be a next time, will there, Miss Manning?
Join us again next time for another chance to solve a 5-minute mystery.
How fun was that? If you're just tuning in now, that was a 5-minute mystery on Silver City Community Theater Radio Hour, right here on Gila Membris Community Radio, KURU 89.1 FM, and online at gmcr.org. And hey, did you catch that commercial in the middle? Now, we think those commercials are pretty fun. And if you would like to become a sponsor of Silver City Community Theater, we could put together a little commercial for you inside a fun little mystery. Who knows? So let me tell you just a little bit about Silver City Community Theater. It is a 501c3 nonprofit arts organization. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, go to www.silvercitycommunitytheater.com and click on the Volunteers, Sponsors, and Members tab, and we'll talk you through how that happens. Any donations that are made are tax deductible, and every little bit helps. So again, go to www.silvercitycommunitytheater.com. We are a community theater. SCCT is committed to promoting community theater opportunities for residents of Southwest New Mexico in all aspects of theater, in stage work, in publicity, acting, directing, stage management, costuming. Our objective is to enrich, educate, and entertain with a vibrant range of live theater experiences year-round. We are optimistic that as more people are getting out and about, as more locations are opening up, we will be able to offer live theater performances, workshops, and casting opportunities in our community. And now for our final show in the hour, it's Rendezvous with Tomorrow. The Chase and Sanborn Hour originally aired Rendezvous with Tomorrow on December 3rd, 1939, featuring Maureen O'Hara. In our 2020 homage, we present Robin Santa Teresa as the host. I lend my voice as Maddie, an Irish working-class servant girl of the Maureen O'Hara character Judith, played beautifully by Carol Gatta, a woman who is sick and dying and in love with Michael, played by Doug Abbott, the warm, reassuring former lover who visits. In the same way that A Summer Romance captures the poignancy of first love lost experience, Rendezvous with Tomorrow captures the transcendence of the love reunited experience. And I don't want to give anything else away. So without further ado, we hope you enjoy Rendezvous with Tomorrow.
As talented a bit of loveliness as ever came from the friendly sod of old Ireland is our guest tonight, Maureen O'Hara. This charming young lady is living up to and beyond all press notices and expectations, and delighting critics and moviegoers alike who mutually find her artistry something to marvel at. We feel sure that you will agree with this high praise of Miss O'Hara when you witness her splendid performance in RKO's forthcoming production, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Tonight, Miss O'Hara appears for us with John Archer, one of Hollywood's most promising young leading men, and Miss Charlotte Treadway in an original radio sketch written by Hilda Lawrence entitled Rendezvous with Tomorrow, presenting Maureen O'Hara. It is twilight in a sleepy little village, and in a small white cottage on the edge of town, two women are alone. One of them lies quietly in her bed. Her great dark eyes are dim with pain, and she looks ahead into nothingness. The other, a faithful servant, watches and waits. Finally, she speaks.
Miss Judith, do you want anything? Can't I get you a little something?
No, Matty, I don't want anything.
The doctor said you was to have anything you wanted.
Did he? He said something else, too. Something he didn't mean me to hear. What was it, Matty?
Oh, that. That was good news, Miss Judith. He said you was going to get well. Real soon, he said.
Who soon?
Well, most any day. You'll be better tomorrow, he said. And then the next day better than that.
Matty? Matty? Are you crying?
No, Mama. What should I be crying for?
Matty, you're not hiding anything from me, are you?
No, miss.
Yes, you are. Don't lie to me. There's been an answer to my telegram. Michael isn't coming. And you're afraid to tell me. That's it, isn't it? Matty, he isn't coming?
No, oh no, miss. There's been no answer. I'll bring it to you straight away. You know that.
Oh, Matty, if he doesn't answer that telegram, I don't know what I'll do.
Oh, he's going to answer all right. You've got to give him time. He'll write a nice long letter back and tell you when he's coming. Then you'll know how foolish you've been talking. Why don't you stop worrying, Miss Judith? It makes you worse.
I can't help it, Matty. You don't understand. I treated Michael very badly at one time. I said some stupid, cruel things. Maybe he hasn't been able to forgive me.
Well, he loved you once, didn't he?
Yes, but that was 10 long years ago.
Ah, but the minute he hears your voice again, you will both forget about that other time.
Will we, Matty?
Why, of course you will.
I wonder if he ever wanted to write and was afraid.
Of course he did. But how could he? He didn't know where you were.
Yes, but he knows now. And still he doesn't answer. Matty, it isn't a bit like Michael. He was always so thoughtful. I suppose that means he doesn't want to come. He's had plenty of time to answer. We sent it yesterday, didn't we? It was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Matty, I must have said the wrong thing in my telegram. Or perhaps I didn't say enough. Matty, I wonder if I may declare how much I want to see him, and then I'm not angry anymore. Did I, Matty? Did I? What I said again? What did I say?
You just said, I need you.
Oh, I need you. I thought that would be enough.
Miss Judith, I just got an idea. Do you know what I think? I think he was so pleased and happy to hear from ye that he didn't take the time to answer. I think he just got on the train and come along.
Oh, Matty, do you think he would? Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that myself? Of course. That's what he'll do. He'd probably come without a hat and not a scrap of luggage, and you'd have to go down to the village and buy him things. Matty, when is the next train due?
Most any minute now. But you lie still. You mustn't move.
Then listen, Matty. You'll have to meet him for me. Explain why he can't come. But don't say anything to frighten him. You'll know him, won't you, Matty?
I'll know him from his picture.
Of course. You look older now. It's been a long time. Yes, it's been a long time. He may feel a little shy at first, but you'll know what to do. Talk to him, Matty, and make him laugh. And bring him here, 'cause he doesn't know the way himself.
But I don't like to leave you here alone.
I shan't mind for such a little while. Hurry.
I'm going.
And Matty, leave the door wide open, please. I want to hear his footsteps.
Yes, miss.
If he comes.
Judith?
Michael! Oh, Michael, I knew you'd come.
Nothing in the world could have kept me away.
Oh, Michael, I was afraid you'd forgotten me. You know, people do. It's been such a long time and I've missed you so much. I've written so many letters and torn them all up. You see, I didn't know how you'd feel about things now. And then I knew I couldn't live another minute without knowing. That's why, oh, Michael, you're here. Nothing else matters.
No, nothing else matters.
Darling, do you know how terrible everything's been? But no, of course you don't. Oh, there's so much I want to say and I don't know where to begin. Do you know how ill I've been? Do you know how long I've been in this horrible bed?
You tell me.
Almost ever since, well, just centuries. Remember how I used to hate being ill? Well, I still do. Have you thought much about me? About us?
All the time, darling.
Yes, so have I. I do. I used to lie here all alone with no one to talk to and remember all the things we used to do. And I wondered where we'd made the mistakes and where I'd failed. I'm afraid I wasn't very understanding, Michael.
Oh, hush, darling. We were both foolish, but that's all over now.
It is, isn't it? Michael, you should have been a doctor. I'm getting better every minute.
You look swell.
Do I? That's been worrying me, you know. They won't let me have a mirror, Michael. Michael, how do I really look? Tell me.
You look exactly like a girl who stood outside of Tiffany's one day and said,
Yes? What did I say? You don't remember.
Now, you don't remember yourself. You're just trying to trap me.
Oh, no, I'm not. I remember every word, every minute. I remember a little man who was selling tulips on the corner. Yes, they were. Now, go on. Tell me about that day. Tell me exactly.
Well, we'd been shopping, for diamonds, no less. When you discovered that even the little ones cost more than I could afford, you very kindly said you didn't want an engagement ring anyway.
And I'd rather have a dog. Michael, you aren't any day older. You know, I'm getting younger every minute. Did you hear me laugh then? You wish the doctor had heard it.
Let's see if you can do it again. Now, remember the time when you...
Oh, no. It's my turn now. I know. Remember the time you tried to make me jealous and went to dinner with that girl who lived across the hall?
No.
Oh, Michael, you must remember that. She had the longest eyelashes I ever saw.
Eyelashes? Oh, darling, take your hand away from your face. What are you thinking of now?
Nothing.
Yes, you are. Tell me. Tell me what you're thinking. You must.
I'm only thinking about you and me. How we had everything, and then somehow lost it all. Michael, I've almost forgotten what the trouble was. I only remember words and tears, and how afterwards I was sorry but too proud to say so. And then it was too late. Michael, what did we quarrel about?
I've forgotten too.
I wish we had those years again. I know so much more now than I did then. Michael, I'm afraid we've spoiled our lives.
No, Judith. I came to tell you about that. Our lives are just beginning.
No, you only say that because you're sorry for me. You don't really believe it.
I'm not sorry for you, and I do believe it.
Michael, suddenly the strangest thing has happened. Everything in the world, it's all right now.
Everything is all right.
Oh, Michael, I wish I had sent for you a long time ago.
Perhaps you weren't ready for me before.
Oh, darling, I wanted you every minute, but something held me back. Then yesterday and today, I couldn't bear it any longer. I had to see you. Only you. I was afraid of being alone.
I know you were afraid. That's why I came.
You're never going to leave me again, are you?
Never.
Michael, do you think I'm going to get well?
Yes.
And everything's going to be just as it used to be?
Just as it used to be.
Oh, Michael, that's heaven. To begin again where we left off and go on and on. But I don't want it to end.
It won't end.
Michael, it's dark in here. Is it getting late?
Yes. It's time for me to go.
Oh, no, don't go. Don't leave me now.
Only for a little while. I'm coming back.
But I'm afraid something may happen. Michael, you might change your mind. If I lose you now...
Nothing can happen to us now. I promise.
Oh, thank you, darling. When shall I see you again?
Very soon.
But how soon? You see, I want to know.
Tomorrow.
Early?
Early.
Michael, if I'm asleep when you get here, will you promise to wake me up?
I promise. I'll wake you. Early tomorrow.
Miss Judith? Miss Judith?
It's all right, Maddie. It's all right. Everything's all right now.
Yes, ma'am, it is. He sent a telegram. Here, read it, darling. Quick.
A telegram? But why didn't he? Oh, now I know. Now I understand.
I'm mighty glad that everything's turned out the way you wanted. What does Mr. Michael say?
It isn't from Michael. It's from his sister. She says, I regret to inform you that my brother Michael died 10 years ago.
Oh, Miss Judith. What are you going to do?
Oh, Mattie, I'm going to wait for tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. This has been Silver City Community Theater Radio Hour. I'm Wendy Spurgeon, your hostess here with weekly radio theater entertainment, meticulously edited by Chris Wellman of Mystic Way Productions, and featuring the fresh, locally sourced talent of Silver City Community Theater, right here on Gila Membres Community Radio, KURU 89.1 FM, Silver City, New Mexico, and online at gmcr.org. Join us next Sunday at 4 for our Independence Day show, woo! 4th of July, where we present radio plays around the historical figures Paul Revere and Lydia Dara, Patriot. You won't want to miss it. Have a great week and bye for now.